Everyone, Noelle Jones here with No Edge Fitness. It's Monday, February 23rd, so it's time for yet another Monday motivation message. I hope you all had a great weekend and have started this day off strong, knowing that the rest of the week will be just as strong. Today, one I want to talk to you about is fear. So I'm going to ask you, when you're looking to achieve your goals, health and fitness, professional, personal, what is it that stops you? More than likely, there's fear involved. Okay, you're afraid to take a step because you're afraid that you might fail. You're afraid that you might succeed. You're afraid that you're going to be rejected. There's so many things that come in. So there's this really cool acronym, I'm sure you've seen it on the internet, FEAR, and it can either stand for forget everything and run or face everything and rise. Because once you start to face your fear about what you're trying to achieve, and I dealt with this with two things. There's a personal thing and on a personal level and a professional level. And I was really trying to dig deep as to why, what is the biggest blocker for me? And it really has to do with fear. And I think we all deal with that. We all have some level of fear in us that we're just, we're afraid to take chances and we're afraid to make the phone call, or we're afraid to ask the question, or we're afraid just to say, I'm going to go do this. And it is so empowering when you say, you know what, it doesn't matter how scared I am or how much fear I have, I'm just going to do it anyway. And so whether your goals are really big or they're really small, what I want you to try to do is I want you to identify if fear is one of the factors that's stopping you from achieving your goals. We're now going into the third month of 2015. And so it's certainly not too late. I mean, if you said that you were going to set out to do something and you had goals that you set for this year and you still haven't worked toward achieving one or all of them, it's still not too late. But I want you to identify if the reasons why you haven't moved forward has to do with fear. What are you afraid of? Can you identify it? Because guess what? If you can identify it, you can overcome it. All right. And again, pull that journal out. Talk to your person about it. That's really cathartic. That can really help. Just speaking to somebody about it or journal about it. And just do something this week that will inch you a little bit closer. Do something, you know what they say, do something every day that scares you. And it's so true. Like, you have to just do it in order to get liberated, in order to move forward, because that's going to build the momentum. So I want you to identify if there's things that you set out to do in 2015 that you have yet to achieve or even start. I want you to identify if one of the reasons why you haven't done that is fear. And then this week I want you to work on how can you do something this week that may scare you a little bit, but it's going to move you a little bit closer to doing what you set out to do. All right. This is a day-to-day process. Achieving your goals is a day-to-day process, and fear gets in the way day-to-day, minute-to-minute, hour-to-hour. So I want you to try to identify it, try to let it go as best as possible. Not easy, but if you start to identify the things that are stopping you, and if fear is one of them, and what is it about that situation that's scaring you, and be honest about it, journal about it, talk to someone about it, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to be able to move past it. All right, so that's it. Very simple message this week. Identify what's stopping you, identify your fear, and just go over it. Jump over that hurdle and go after what you want. All right, make it a great week, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.